Alright guys, I wanted to remind you guys before we get into the video that we are doing an Oculus Quest 2 Elite Battery Strap and possibly even a Quest 2 giveaway on the channel. Click on this link here to get access to it. It's free to do it. All you got to do is follow a couple steps, subscribe to my channel, and you'll be entered in the giveaway. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright guys, today we're here to talk about AMVR's facial interface along with comparing it to the VR cover facial interface that I also have as well. We have my wife's Oculus Quest and my Oculus Quest. My Oculus Quest has been using the VR cover for a while. AMVR just actually sent us the facial interface here so we can go ahead and review it for you guys, and I'll do a comparison, see what I think with this one versus the VR cover, and let you guys know. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, so let's start off with the AMVR cover here. So first of all, my wife, this is my wife's Quest here on the left without the actual speakers on it. And the original interface that it came with is, of course, this one here. This is the one that comes stock with the Oculus Quest 2. And this doesn't feel very good. It feels like a microphone kind of material. It's something that is not very comfortable in my opinion. It's fine if you want to get by, but it's something that I definitely think is not as comfortable as it could be. And that, of course, is where these companies come out with their own facial interface. And we're looking at AMVR today. So AMVR in the kit comes with two different brackets that you can use. Let me go ahead and remove this for a second. So this is their bracket that it comes with. It has the signature orange on the back here. I really like that it has little areas here. This lets it breathe, so when you put it on your face, you know how you get foggy and stuff like that. Sometimes, especially if you wear glasses and stuff, that helps with, you know, letting air going in and out, so that's good. You can see AMVR sitting right here with their facial interface. You can see they give you two options here, and this one is a little bit thicker. As you can see, the other one, this one's definitely a little bit thinner, and this one's a little bit thicker. So you have either option to go with if you want to. And if we compare it now to mine that I have on my Oculus Quest here that I use, if we take this facial interface out here, you can see how the both of these compare. So you can see the front of the interface here, how you can see that this one, the interface that I have on here, on mine is definitely a thicker padding than what AMVR uses. Even comparing to their other one that they use here, this is definitely a thicker padding for sure, and to me is actually more comfortable. So I do prefer the padding of the VR cover when it comes to this padding here that you can use. But if you're crazy and want to get well, we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But so that's what I think. I think the VR cover is definitely a better interface here on the side, just because it's thicker, and I prefer the thicker version just because it's more comfortable on my face. But on flip note to that is this nose guard here, which obviously prevents, you know, light bleed from coming in. And they both have their own version, as you can see here, but I do prefer AMVR's version, and that is because this is a softer material, and it just feels, it doesn't feel pressed up against your nose or anything. It just feels nice, and it has a nicer material, where what VR cover is using is more of a thicker material from here, and it just isn't as comfortable on your nose there as this one is, and I really like the feel of this one, so AMVR definitely wins with the nose guard here. And another thing that I also like that AMVR includes on theirs is these little wing tip guards that are here on the side, which also prevents some more light bleed from coming on the side, and also lets things, again, breathe. So if you're a person who uses, you know, if you have a lot of issues with, you know, your lenses fogging up while you're using the Quest and stuff, this tip here will help because it will let more air come in and out. So that's really cool, and another up on VR cover. Another thing that's really, really nice about the AMVR version, if you guys are glasses wearer, technically I wear glasses, but I don't wear it in VR because I have lenses, and I really, really recommend that if you guys want lenses. I'll have the link down in the description to the video I did on those guys. It's one of my #1 recommendations for VR. It's definitely the first thing I would buy at any VR headset is lenses if you guys are glass wearers, no doubt. But if you don't have that and you want to use the lens spacer that the Oculus Quest 2 gives you, the AMVR works specifically with it, and it's easy to attach, and you will have no issues where the VR cover does not work as easily or doesn't work with it at all when it comes to the lens spacer. So you can use it with this facial interface with AMVR, which also gives it a leg up if you want to use that, even though I still recommend getting lenses instead because they're a much better experience than using glasses in VR in my opinion. So comparing both of these, my wife is much happier with using AMVR's version, even with the stock one that they have here, than using the stock one, and so am I. There's no comparison. It's leagues better than what the stock one comes with. Now, when you compare it to VR cover, unfortunately, we got a little bit of the best of both worlds here, where my wife still thinks this is fantastic. She doesn't know any better, but since I have used both, I definitely prefer this foam interface that VR cover uses. Is so comfortable. It feels so nice and feels premium. This one still feels nice, but it's a lot thinner. Even comparing, like I said, to the other one, it feels thinner. So what I would do is actually, if you're crazy and you want to get the ultimate comfort mod, unfortunately, you're going to have to spend a little bit of money, because I would say that I would want the cover of this one. I would want the actual thicker version of VR cover, but then I would want to use it on AMVR's facial interface, because the nose guard is better. I like the nose guard being better. I like the wingtips that they put on the side to prevent even more light leakage from coming in, and to give it more air so to breathe in and out, so you get less fogging up your lenses and stuff like that. And the fact that it works with the facial, the glass interface spacer, so you can actually use glasses in here with this facial cover, is also fantastic. So it's kind of got the best of both worlds. If you have money to expend, then I would say, get both, and then swap out the actual interface here and just use the VR cover, because you can do that easily. You can use the VR cover foam and put it on the AMVR, and then you kind of got the best of both worlds, in my opinion. But overall, I think it's hard to say which one I would prefer first. I think this one is more comfortable because I like this, but this also has the light leakage, is more comfortable on your nose. You can use a glass spacer and stuff. So it's your call. I mean, I gave you the options of which one you want and what they each do better. So it's your call if you want to spend the money and get both and be crazy, or you can choose one and see if you like it. So you can, since this one has most of the other features done really well, maybe get the AMVR first. See if you're okay with the thinner foam interface. If you think it's comfortable and you got no issues, then you're set. If you want something a little bit more comfortable, a little bit thicker, then you know that this option exists, and you can swap it onto the AMVR if you want to. But they're both fantastic. They just, you got to nitpick each one to give you guys an idea of which one is better. I've had the VR cover the whole entire time, and I think it's great. But now these extra features on this definitely make this a little bit better, minus the actual cover. So guys, that is what I think about both the AMVR facial interface and the VR cover facial interface. If you guys have any questions about what you guys saw in today's video, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.